know, as the season wore on, guys, the Pelicans became a matchup that nobody wanted to see. Very tough against teams and had very few weaknesses, too.
Now here's LeBron. He's coming off a 16-point game against Washington.
And he also was a table setter in that game, Kevin. Just an amazing job with his passing. Just a joy to watch that.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really a few more of those, and this game could be over.
Well, for the Pelicans last season, they were a tough matchup. The defense was one thing, but their mentality, the way they thought through the game was fantastic.
Yeah, and Kevin, you look at their record against other playoff teams, and it stacks up well. I mean, they made the playoffs by never thinking they were at a disadvantage on the floor. And having that kind of confidence in a young team, that only really speaks for a positive moving forward.
Thompson with the bucket.
They have got to put a body on it, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
Smith against Holiday. Anderson in the post. Shoots. Bank shot. No good. For New Orleans, their last game, a loss to the Rockets.
Just looking at the stat sheet, they gave far too many free throws away in that game. Maybe it was the noise in the building or something, but they really looked rattled.
Well, Greg, I don't know if it was the biggest reason for that loss, but all of those misses from the stripe clearly had an impact on that game.
And so here is New Orleans after the Cavaliers pick up 3. Here's Cunningham, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Cleveland with a very strong year last year. They were a very solid team on the road, as most LeBron-led teams are.
Yeah, he's a special guy in terms of how he can elevate other players. Didn't start out hot on the road, but eventually got it together and ended up 22-19 away from home.
Alexis Ajinça has checked in for the Pelicans. Douglas comes in for Norris Cole.
And back to the Cavs and their road play. Teams with a lot of new players coming in can struggle early. It's especially evident when playing on the road.
The kick out to Anderson. Ajinça with it. It's up against Thompson. A second chance effort. That's good. And the Pelicans lead by 7.
You talk about being streaky on the road. That's what the Cavs were. I mean, could rattle off 4 wins on the road in a row, then come back empty from their next road trip. They did seem, though, to get stronger and more steady as the season went on.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
And it's the Pelicans with the ball. The Cavaliers making the shot. Here's Douglas. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Dellavedova, rebounded by Ajinça.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
New Orleans moving it around. Over to the left wing. 5 on the clock. The baseline J. That's good. Ajinça's got 6 points.
Just couldn't get a hand in the face on that one.
That's using what you got. He's got a height advantage, put it to good use there, and got himself a clean look.
Timeout called. Cleveland defeated by the Wizards in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, their defense got sliced and diced in that game. They just weren't closing down on perimeter shooters, not nearly quick enough, and then they gave up their fair share of those point-blank shots on the interior as well.
Something was clearly amiss for them, Greg. I mean, to let an opponent shoot that high a percentage, you got to take a real long look in the mirror after a game like that.
And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about the in-house fighting on the Cavs. It goes to show just how much better things are for a team when they're winning.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Thompson. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. Well, Coach not wasting any time in tweaking the game plan. We'll see if it makes a difference as we approach halftime, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Well, as rough as the Cavs might have started the season, Clark, they were all at peace near the end. Things turned around certainly after the All-Star break. Had their amazing playoff run, great momentum, and that confidence showed every game they played.
Really did, and I thought the big three found a way to come together nicely and smooth out the rough spots, and James, Irvin, and Love ended up being the highest scoring trio in the league last year.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And one thing about Tristan Thompson, he is an absolute terror on the offensive glass. Was top 5 in that category last year, despite playing less than 27 minutes a game. Does a terrific job with anticipation of the carom and uses his gigantic wingspan to just go up and reel it in. Terrific motor and nose for the glass.
Pelicans leading by 5. And Holiday kicks to Douglas. Anderson outside. Dishes to Ajinça. The jump hook. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Ajinça's got 8 points. Greg, you were talking about Tristan Thompson. LeBron came out and said he was one of the best pick-and-roll defenders in the NBA. And Clark, that's high praise from the King.
No doubt. I mean, Thompson is an emerging force. If he could just develop his shooting stroke a little more, then you're talking about a very, very valuable player.
Good point.
Take a look at what Ajinça's done. He's got 8 points and the 1 steal.
Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Pelicans.
They've been very good in the low post. I'm sure they'll be looking to continue that as the game wears on.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
Irving can't get it to go.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Davis, that's good with a Douglas assist. 20 points for Anthony Davis.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Irving kicks to Shumpert. Here's the screen. He's looking for Love and finds him.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Perfectly designed and perfectly executed.
Now, here's Ajinça, guarded by Fry. Outside Gordon. Shot clock at 6. Davis dishes to Ajinça. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
His switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Irving against Douglas. Love kicks to Irving. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Irving's got his second basket of the game.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there. That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
And with the way the Warriors went on a rampage last year, you knew that Alvin Gentry would be in demand. Was the architect behind the Warriors' offense, is one of the best offensive minds in our league.
Here's Douglas following the basket by LeBron James. Davis sets a screen. Ajinça the pass to Davis. And the rejection by James. They push it up 4 on 3. Kicks it out to Love. Off target from outside. Pelicans leading by 5. Evans dishes to Davis. Foul call. Looked like the D didn't get there in time, and he'll shoot free throws. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Well, whether you call him the brow or ant or the future, Anthony Davis made the leap in year 3 to franchise superstar. I mean, still, though, he remains humble, determined to improve, and dedicated to maximizing his immense potential.
Norris Cole is checked in for New Orleans. And Cleveland also making a change. Mozgov's checked in.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
And his former coach, Monty Williams, played with some greats. Tim Duncan, David Robinson, Patrick Ewing. He says he sees that same desire to dominate in Anthony Davis.
Yeah, he wants to be great and doesn't see himself as a finished product, which is a good thing. That means he's going to continue to stay humble and hungry and put the work in.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Evans, good.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
James up top, covered by Evans. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Well, we know that Mozgov started last season with the Nuggets and then was traded to Cleveland midway through the season.
And what an impact he made on the Cleveland Cavaliers, particularly at the defensive end. His size and his activity really helped the Cavs become outstanding at the defensive end.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Pondexter's checked in. Davis inside. Mozgov covering. That's good. Davis has got the lead up to 9 now for the Pelicans.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it. And credit to the Cavs for going out and getting Mozgov. I mean, they paid a hefty price giving up the 2 first-rounders, but thus far he's proved to be worth it.
Now here's Irving. He's coming off a 16-point game against Washington.
And also his assist total tells you about the job he did of keeping his head up and keeping his teammates involved.
And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play. And that sends Anthony Davis to the free throw line. That one on Mozgov. And the Pelicans making a change here. Anderson's checked in. For New Orleans, they have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And, guys, those numbers represent a nice step up from what they were last year.
Pass to Fry. On the wing, Shumpert. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
Nine seconds left in the first half. Here's Cole. Off the inbound pass. Cannot hit. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Pelicans ahead as they wrap up the second quarter on a 9-1 run. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, guys, I'm here with Tristan Thompson. And Tristan, how do you feel about the game individually for you and also the way this team has played so far?
I'm doing pretty all right. We got to get a couple more rebounds, block some shots. But, second half, we got to slow the tempo and play Cavs basketball. That's why we have the second half to improve on that.
Tristan, thank you. We appreciate it. Guys?
Thank you, Doris, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for the third quarter of basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you to the halftime show on 2K Sports. A tremendous game we're seeing from Anthony Davis. He ended up with 26 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 block. It's a great bounce-back game for him. Not happy with his performance in their last outing, tonight he's taking charge. What did you think, Shaq, about New Orleans? Kenny, let's get your insight on Cleveland.
Well, they're facing a very hot team in the first half. I mean, guys are shooting the ball lights out. But you have to do more to get stops. I mean, tough defense is the key. And if you put pressure on the ball and more bodying up down low, that's going to establish more aggressive tone that might shut them down in the second half.
And that'll do it for now as we send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
Davis playing very well. He's got 26 points and 1 rejection in this game, too.
And was it a good one? Really, one of their highlights of the game defensively.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Kevin Love out there with Thompson. And it's Irving in at the 1 spot.
Oh, wow.
It's a beautiful jam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam.
And for the Pelicans last year, they were at their best when they had great ball movement. Very tough to guard their team when the offense was so active.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. And Holiday kicks to Ajinça. Back to Holiday. Davis sets a screen. Holiday attacking. Jumper off the screen. And Davis gets it to go on the assist by Holiday. Holiday's got his 3rd assist on the night. The Cavaliers trail by 12. Here's Irving. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Ajinça's got his 5th rebound in this one.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Holiday against Irving. Love outside. He kicks it to Smith. Passes it to Irving. Good D by Holiday. Pelicans leading by 14. Here's Evans. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Yeah, can't be pleased with all these easy looks. They continue to give up there in the paint.
No, I'm sure he's not, Greg. I mean, their defense is showing a lot of holes, especially down low. That's unacceptable.
Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Cleveland. Here's LeBron. He's got 12. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the 3rd. Kicks it out to Love from downtown. Rebound by Ajinça. Ajinça's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Right side Davis. In the corner it's Gordon. And Holiday kicks to Ajinça. New Orleans moving the ball around. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Davis. Love grabs the board.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Fires it up. And the jumper is good. 14 points for LeBron.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead. And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. As you said, the Cavs put a lot of pressure on themselves because of the trade. You could see it affect the way they came out of the gate, Clark.
And, you know, it was just night and day, Kevin, when the Cavs began to relax and click. I mean, a total transformation and turnaround. They would go 19-20 in the first 39 games and then 34-9 over the rest of the season once those guys gelled and got locked in.
Dante Cunningham's checked in for New Orleans.
Dante Cunningham.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. And Holiday, here we go. Doubled by Smith. Can't get it to go.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
LeBron kicks to Thompson. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Thompson's got 14 points.
Well, as for them being behind in this game, you certainly can't put any of it on his shoulders. He's been tremendous offensively.
The dish to Davis. He feeds it to Gordon. From the arc, that's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got his third assist on the night.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Thompson passes to LeBron. Love wide open. He fires. Nice open look, but it's no good.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Davis against Smith. And that one's good by Davis. Davis has got 30 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And it's Love missing.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Goes up on the wing. The shot no good.
And really, I thought Anthony Davis a season ago just took the league by storm. I mean, jaw-dropping numbers. I think you could argue if the Pelicans' record had been a little better, he probably would have won the league MVP.
And you look at the development of Anthony Davis last season, far and away the best player, efficiency rating-wise, in Clark, the NBA.
Yeah, that's called PER, player efficiency rating, one of the 4 best marks in NBA history for Davis, alongside Chamberlain, Jordan, and LeBron James.
Ryan Anderson, he's checked in for Dante Cunningham. Shumpert, who's checked in for Cleveland. Clock at 6. Davis, great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. Davis has got 6 in the quarter.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him. Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne. And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Pass to Smith. Evans against Shumpert. Back to Smith. And it's Love penetrating. Can't get it to go. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. This their first chance this season playing the Cavaliers.
An East-West showdown, only one of 2 games between these squads.
And because of that, the time is now to seize control of the matchup. We'll see who strikes first. Guys, it's a one-man show out there. I mean, he looks like he's willing to handle all of the offensive duties for his team.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Last season was possibly the best of Tyreke Evans' career, at least since his unbelievable rookie campaign.
Yeah, and Kev, a lot of that has to do with his injury history. I mean, last year he played in 79 games. That's the most of his career. So you could say it was probably the healthiest season he's had since he was a rookie.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
You know, back to Tyreke Evans last year, he had a big jump in three-point percentage. He was also up in assists, rebounds, really did a lot of good things. The only bad news, he was also up in turnovers.
Some changes for New Orleans. Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for Evans. And Cole subbed in for Gordon. And then for Cleveland, Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. And Channing Frye's subbed in for Kevin Love. Shumpert gets a wide open look. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Shumpert's got his second bucket of the night.
And talking about Tyreke Evans, you really hope he can build on what he did last year. He has too much talent to waste on inconsistency. Time for him to just step up here in the prime of his career.
Picked by Mozgov. Dellavedova dishes to Mozgov. That's good.
Crisp pass into the paint.
Assistant, Matthew Dellavedova.
And so here is New Orleans. The Celtics will be coming into town for the next game, and that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. And Holiday kicks to Davis. Feeds it to Cole. He dishes it to Anderson. And the pass to Davis. 4 on the shot clock. New Orleans moving it around. Fades away. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
No one near Smith as he lets it go. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova.
What are they thinking, leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
Pondexter from outside. No good. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. The drive by Shumpert. Kicks it to Frye from 11 feet away. New Orleans leading by 17. Holiday with it. Now guarded by Shumpert. The feed now to Davis. Mozgov with the steal. Now Cleveland moving it up. Shumpert with the ball. Good. Shumpert's got 6.
There's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set up. And you can get some easy hoops that way.
And that steal made it possible. And if they can use a few more sequences just like that.
Dishes it to Frye. There's the 3. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Anderson. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
And just a nice combination of size and feel there. Terrific finish down low.
Alexis Ajinça has checked in for the Pelicans. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Kyrie Irving's checked in for J.R. Smith. Irving passes to Mozgov. That's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains. Possession.
Substitution for your Pelicans, Tony Douglas.
"16 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Irving, and there's another one for the Cavaliers.
And Kevin, that's a really sweet stroke from Irving there.
It's stolen by Iman Shumpert. Shumpert with the steal. With 1 on the clock. Off the mark. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Pelicans lead by 13. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Pelicans leading by 13. Gordon the off guard with Evans at the 3. Alexis Ajinça is out there with Ryan Anderson, and it's Cole in at the 1. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. To the middle, and here we go. Oh!
That athletic.
Yeah.
Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. and he pulled it off.
Well, maybe, yeah, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when you need a spark, something electric to get your teammates fired up.
And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Out of bounds, Cleveland will take possession. The Cavaliers trail by 11. Nobody near Irving. Pelicans with the rebound. Anderson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Evans kicks to Cole. Four on the shot clock. And it's sent back by Irving. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
What a night so far for LeBron. He has 14 points and also a blocked shot.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Pelicans?
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going and you just want to keep it going.
Yeah, but also give them credit for the layups they've had tonight after strong drives to the basket.
Smith checked in for Iman Shumpert. Here's Ajinça, and he dunks it down.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Screen by Smith. James. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
And he gets the bucket.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
Irving dishes to Love. Pass to James. It's deflected, and it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. Davis is checked in for New Orleans. Holiday comes in for Cole.
Anthony Davis. Drew Holiday.
For 3, Love. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And it's 9 points for Kevin Love.
He didn't get a chance to knock one down in the first, but the defense left him a look, and he nailed it. He'll make him pay when he's open. Explosive leaping ability.
Oh, that was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
And guys, how about how fearsome he is at times? I mean, you'd hate to be the guy tasked with guarding him.
Here's Evans. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. He has a scorching 86%.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Thompson sets the pick for Love. Thompson outside. And the serious dunk to finish it off.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Holiday with it. He's picked up by Irving. And Davis, here we go.
And one priority for the commissioner this year was how the schedule worked. There were complaints about too many back-to-back games, and it was something everybody wanted to improve upon.
Taking 2 shots.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Last year, the Pelicans, Greg, pushed their way into the postseason. It was a neck-and-neck battle for that number 8 spot, as you recall, with the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And how about the excitement down the stretch? They were able to edge out the Thunder and Russell Westbrook on that just point binge down the stretch there. And what a final day that was. A big, huge win over the Spurs. Let them get into the postseason for the first time under the Pelican moniker.
Left side, Love. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got his 4th assist in this one.
And as you said, I mean, New Orleans made the playoffs for the first time under the name Pelicans. Unfortunately for them, they ran into the Warriors in the first round and were promptly swept away.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
And thinking back to the Pelicans playoffs from last year, let a 20-point lead slip away in that fourth quarter of Game 3. But they played better than a sweep and got valuable postseason experience for that young roster.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thanks, Kevin. Alvin Gentry had some words for his team over that last break. His message? I don't want us patting ourselves on the back just yet. We can congratulate ourselves after the final horn. Right now, we need to go out there and take this one home. Guys?
Thanks again, Doris. New Orleans leading by 14. And Holiday kicks to Gordon. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
For Cleveland, they've gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Outside Irving. Here's Love. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. And that's 13 points for Kevin Love.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
Evans kicks to Davis. Passes to Ajinça. Back to Davis. The kick out to Holiday. Just 5 on the clock. Off target from three-point range. The Cavaliers trail by 14. Smith on the wing. Defended by Gordon. James, the pass to Thompson.
And last season was one where Tristan Thompson transitioned from a starter to a bench role. Didn't let the move bother him and still put up solid numbers off the bench.
Tristan Thompson. 2 shots.
And he's good on the second.
And for Kevin Love, such a big part of that Minnesota Timberwolves franchise. I mean, they drafted him 5th overall back in 08. And really, he had been their catalyst his entire career. Even last year when he decided he finally wanted out, he helped the Wolves land Andrew Wiggins in the trade that shook the league.
Tries from 10. They get it back. And Thompson throws it down.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And Greg cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Yes.
Guys, that's the only way he knows how to do it. Soft, I don't even think is in his vocabulary.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible, incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go, but it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
Well, Kevin Love, and we've kind of gone over some things in Minnesota with Greg, but Clark, Kevin Love probably wasn't long for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, it was time for fresh scenery, and that's why the Cavs offered up the house, including Wiggins, who eventually became Rookie of the Year, for the chance to get Love.
And Davis wide open. He shoots. The basket good off the assist from Evans. Evans has got 4 assists now tonight. The Cavaliers trail by 13.
Cavaliers.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
And guys, Tyreke Evans is so versatile. Great instincts, well-developed skill set. He can beat you every way you turn.
And back to Tyreke Evans. He's a big, muscular guy for a wing. That 7-foot wingspan, that arm span we've all admired and read so much about. Too strong for off guards, too quick for small forwards. He's kind of got a ubiquitous position.
He does. And, Kevin, you know, it's funny. A lot of people have tried to place him in a box in terms of position. Instead of just saying he's a basketball player, the guy's strong. He's got tremendous physical attributes. Combine that with the ball handling and his confidence, and it gives you an interesting mix. I mean, he's one of the more unique, multifaceted guys we have in our league.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Cleveland's head coach was saying to his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Thompson. Coach reminded them that he is supposed to be the key factor tonight, and he still wants to see that happen. He wants them to also play at a very up-tempo pace, push the ball up the court as quickly as possible. That was his message. A few late-on-the-fly adjustments as the situation gets more desperate for them. It's going to be a tough hill to climb, guys.
And thank you, Doris.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Kevin, I tell you what, when he gets to the rim like that, he's really hard to stop.
Yeah, he can get up a few notches higher, there's no doubt.
And that's how the game is played on the inside. You can play over the top. You've got a great advantage.
Here's LeBron. Oh. Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was...
My goodness, that was almost a circus-like dunk.
The Cavaliers trail by 11. Smith for 3. Love dishes to Irving. Three-pointer. Another miss by Irving.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Outside Holiday. And stolen by LeBron. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. Holiday with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday. And here are the Cavaliers now. 11-point game. A minute 42 left in the fourth. And Evans throws it down hard.
It's been about tempo and pace with this group, and it's led to a huge advantage in fast break points.
Greg, is really the main reason they're in front. All that early offense. I mean, when they've had the chance to push it, they've pushed it. Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
Outside Holiday. Launches it. Cannot hit. Great D that time from Irving. Smith against Gordon. Smith kicks to James. To the left wing. Near the three-point line, it's Love. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. LeBron's got his 7th assist in the game. Irving against Holiday. 58 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. 5 on the clock. And Davis, here we go. Can't knock it down from the right block. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Gordon, the pass to Davis. Fader on the way. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Probably impossible for them to come back now.
Yeah, far too much work left to be done and not nearly enough time to get it done in.
James with the bucket.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so the Pelicans now can just hold on to the ball. Pondexter. Excellent D that time from Jones. There's the triple. Gets the 3 to fall. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And they commit an intentional foul. It's another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure. It's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. So it gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And that's Curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
So it's the Cavaliers now.
That was not a simple rebound. He made it look easy, but he did a good job embodying up his man.
So we see the Pelicans get the win here. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but Clark, a win nonetheless.
Yeah, and it appeared to me as though the fans gave them the emotional boost they needed down the stretch, Kevin. This crowd was not going to let this one slip away.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Thanks, Kev. LeBron, things turned around in that second half. What was the difference?
Started playing defense, started getting stops, and then we got to the free throw line, started being aggressive. We made a couple outside threes as well to open up the paint. Did a good job once we got down.
All phases of the game coming together for you, LeBron. Thank you. Kevin?
Doris, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now time to go to Ernie Johnson, who's alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Anthony Davis. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor.
The one thing you know about Davis is that he's always going to play with an insane amount of energy. It's always full speed ahead with him, and we saw that tonight. Offensively, he plays as well as anyone.
He was an offensive dynamo for them tonight. The way it was going, you could see sky was the limit for him in terms of scoring. And he didn't stop, at least until he was going to get 40.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.
São Paris, São Paulo, França, Brasil. Aí, MC da UFP, Laboratório Fantasma. É nóis. Assim,
os manos no posto, trampando a contragosto, feliz ou oposto. Aposto que sei da dureza, que é a tristeza deformando o seu rosto. Se calos falassem, talvez o mundo escutasse, olhar do impasse, olhar se limpasse, brilhavam vocês. Bonjour, pras minas no fronte, que dor pra contar tem de monte. É tipo uma fonte dela, de fronte ela sonha com um novo horizonte, trancada na cela ou numa favela. Eita, é foda, João. Pobre menina, sofre de verdade por toda a cidade, ainda mais porque a palavra liberdade é feminina. pra mim, 1000 por select. Ma révolution est black.